Good morning, students. Day before yesterday, we started discussing about chapter 2, diversity and discrimination, and we discussed one definition, prejudice. It means to judge other people negatively or see them inferior. Inferior means when we consider others as low, that they are not, that they are very low people. Okay, they are not up to the mark like us. Okay, so at that time, at the end of the class, we left the chapter here that some of the statements they are given for girls, like girls can do cooking, okay, girls can dance and do painting, or boys they are they should not cry, they are rowdy. But the reality is that this thing cannot be fixed for one type of people only. Okay, like if it is told to boys that they should not cry, that you are brave, you should not cry. Okay, so what happens that boys start believing that crying is a sign of weakness, that one should not cry, because if you cry then you will show to others that you are weak. But this is not so. Crying is very important if you have to release your emotions, if you want to stable your mind. Okay, then you, if you are sad, you have any problem and you feel like crying, that you should do, because it will release to the stabilizing of the mind, it will release to the stabilizing of emotions. Okay, so statement like this, they are good for sport or they are good for cooking, these cannot be fixed for one class only, that only girls can cook or only boys are good for sports. It can be said for others also. Okay, so by saying these statements we create a mind frame in the minds of boys and girls, that boys should be like this and girls should be like this. Okay, and these images that are created by us, that boys are strong, they are very physical strong, they are rough and tough, their behavior is very rough, girls are very gentle in behavior, girls are not naughty, boys are naughty. Actually these frameworks, these negative frames, these images, they create negativity. Okay, and when we create such image for anyone, it is called stereotype. What is stereotype? When we fix people into one image, then we create stereotype. If we say that cooking can be done by girls only, or it is a work to be done by girls only, then we are creating a one image that this work can be done by girls only, it can't be done by boys. So this is a stereotype. If we say that girls are weak, physically weak, boys are very strong, then again that is a stereotype. Okay, because not all girls are weak and not all boys are strong. Okay, so we should not create such images, we should not create such stereotypes. Okay, and if we create such stereotypes, what happens that, and it can be created religion wise also, like most of the people of our country, they think that all Muslims are terrorists, but this is wrong. Okay, so when people say that those who belong to a particular country, religion, sex, race, sex means gender, like boys or girls, race or economic background are stingy. Now what is the meaning of stingy? Stingy means ungenerous, means those who don't help others. Okay, so stingy people can be found in any caste, any religion, anywhere in the world. Okay, it is not that only that one type of people are all helpful and one type of people are all stingy. This is not so. Okay, so when we create stereotypes, then we think that these people, one type of people, all of them, they are either stingy or lazy or criminal or dumb. Dumb means like they are not intelligent. Okay, then we are creating stereotypes. Okay, and we can find stingy and generous. Generous means those people who help others everywhere, in every country, every religion, whether every group, whether rich or poor, male or female. It is not that poor people, they are stingy, they can't help others. No, poor people, most of them, it has been seen nowadays in lockdown also, that poor people, they help more than others. Okay, so we can't say that like we can't fix images for a certain type of group or religion or caste. Okay, and if we create stereotypes, what happens, it stops us from looking at the unique qualities, special qualities of a person. Okay, like if we say that all Muslims are terrorists, then we are creating a bad stereotype. We are fixing them in one image, and whatever are the qualities in them, we are not seeing towards that quality. Okay, we are missing upon those qualities by making them fix in one image. Okay, so they fit large number of people into only one pattern or type. When we make stereotypes, we fit large number of population into that image, and that is wrong. Okay, stereotypes, it affects from doing certain things that we might be good otherwise at. Okay, so sometimes like if I take again the name of the Muslims, that people think that all Muslims are terrorists, and this is wrong, this is not correct. Then what will happen, those Muslims who are good, who want to study, who want to become scientists, doctors, engineers, or astronauts or anything, then they will be pushed back to the background by the thinking of the societies, and this should not be done at all. Okay, and another thing, stereotype against Muslims, there is another paragraph in your book on page 18, that there is a common stereotype that Muslims, they are not interested in educating their girls. Okay, but this is not true. The thing is that most of the Muslim population, it is affected by poverty. They are poor. Okay, so they are not able to educate all their children, and it is the reason why most of the children, or why their girls, they are not able to attend all the years in the school. They are pushed to due to their poor circumstances, they are forced to leave the school. Okay, but some efforts have been made, like in state of Kerala. Okay, there the distance between school and home is not much. Okay, and government has also started bus service for that helps teacher reach schools in rural areas, and over 60% of teachers are women. So due to this, what has happened, that people feel secure in sending their girls to school. And in Kerala, Muslim girls, they attend schools in much larger numbers. Okay, but this effort has not been made by other state governments. That is why there is the thing is that the girls are not able to attend the school. So instead of saying that Muslim people are not interested in sending their girls, it is wrong, because poverty is the reason that for the non-attendance of Muslim girls in school. Religion is not the reason, poverty is the reason. Okay, so before we go further, just see these images on the page 16. Posters are there. Okay, these pictures are of disabled children, means those who have certain type of handicap. Like this boy, he walks on crutches. Okay, this girl, she is on wheelchair. This girl also. Okay, they say that people, they laugh on us because of our handicap. Do you think it is correct? No, it is very bad. Okay, if we laugh on someone because they are handicapped, the girl says that her legs are wobbly. Wobbly means her legs shake, and people think that her mind also shakes, that she is mental only because her legs are wobbly. This is very, very wrong. Okay, at first the term disabled was used for them, but now term children with special needs is used. And these stereotypes, when they are made, that those who are people with special need, they are very weak in mind also. They can't be at the same place as the other people in society, that they are low, they are inferior. This type of thinking, these type of stereotypes are wrong, and these stereotypes, they create problem for these people, such people who are disabled, who are people with special need. Okay, next thing, inequality and discrimination. Now discrimination happens when people act on their prejudices or stereotypes. What is discrimination? Discrimination means unjust treatment of different categories of people, especially on the basis of race, age, or sex. Means when we do bad treatment, negative treatment with others, the treatment which is not justified, which is not correct, then that is called discrimination. Okay, so like discrimination can be done on basis of religion, like many people, they do discrimination with Muslim people or other type of minorities. Okay, or they do discrimination in many families, discrimination is done with girls also. Okay, so this type of discrimination should not be done. Okay, so some of the examples are here, like if you stop them from taking part in certain activities or taking up jobs, or stop them from living in certain neighborhoods, prevent them from taking water from same well or hand pump, not allow them to drink tea in same cups or glasses as others, then we are doing discrimination. Like four type of castes were made in Indian society. First was Brahmins, second was Kshatriyas, third was Vaishyas, and fourth was Shudras. And this fourth class Shudras, they were discriminated. They were not allowed to enter temples, they were not allowed to get educated. Okay, they were not allowed to even come in front of other castes. So this is a discrimination. Discrimination can be based on various reasons. Like first chapter we read about Samir Ek and Samir Do. They belong to different religions. Samir Ek was Hindu and Samir Do was Muslim. Okay, this is a diversity, different religions, but in diversity can also be a source of discrimination. Due to diversity, we start doing discrimination with others. Okay, and we consider them as, because they are different from us, their customs or practices are different from us, we see them as inferior. Okay, another difference that was there in Samir Ek and Samir Do was, Samir Do was poor, he was poor. Okay, but this difference is not diversity, this is inequality. So people who are very poor, they don't have money, they don't have resources, okay, to meet for even their basic needs like food, clothes, or shelter. Shelter means home. Okay, such people, they experience discrimination everywhere, maybe in offices, hospitals, schools. They are treated very badly. Why? Because they are poor, and this is reality. This type of discrimination is done with them. Okay, and some people, they experience both kinds of discrimination. Means if they are poor and they are from low caste, then they are from such a religion which is not in majority, which is like less number of people are there, the religions which are in minority. Okay, so they experience two type of discrimination, one for the group they belong to, and one for being poor. Okay, so in our society, tribals, some of the religious groups, tribal people means those who live in forest. Okay, some whom we call Adivasi also. So tribals, some religious groups, and even particular regions, region means some part of our country, are discriminated against for one or more of these, like the reasons that we discussed above. Okay, and there is like further it is discussed how this type of discrimination is done. Okay, so remember one thing, caste system was not made to divide society into higher or lower people. It was made just to make different classes of people, because in those times, in ancient times, when caste system was made, okay, the profession that was in which the father was working, his son had to follow same profession. Okay, So different classes were made to recognize that these people, they do this kind of work. But slowly and slowly what happened, that the Brahmins, they made this system as higher and lower people, and that was wrong. Okay, so people engaged in different kind of works like teaching, carpentry, pottery, weaving, fishing, farming. Okay, they do work to earn livelihood means to earn money for their life. Okay, and however, this happens now also, that some of the works, they are valued more than others. Now activities like cleaning, washing, cutting hair, picking garbage, these are seen as low work, they are seen as works of less value, and many people, they consider these works as dirty or impure. Okay, like the people who collect garbage, most of us, we think that they are low people. No, this is very very wrong. Okay, so what happened, that due to this belief in caste system, it created high and low differences. Okay, so those in caste system, the people who were placed at the lowest caste, they were not given any opportunities. Some people called themselves as upper caste, and saw and they consider themselves as superior means best of all. And those who were given placed in the lowest class, they were called inferior, they were called untouchables, means we should not touch them. This type of feeling was created. Okay, so caste rules were made for these untouchable, means that they had to do the works like removing of dead animals, removing of garbage from villages. Okay, they were not allowed to enter the homes of upper caste, they were not allowed to take water from the village well, and they were also not allowed to enter temples. They were not allowed to get education. But when British government came and government schools were made, okay, so British government did not believe in caste system, and at that time they allowed the lower caste people also to get educated. But such students from such caste, they were not allowed to sit in the class, they were told to sit outside the class. Okay, so these type of a system that was created by upper caste against the lower caste who were called untouchables was not good at all. And this happened with Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar, the person who is considered as father of Indian Constitution. The story that happened with Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar, we'll do it tomorrow. But the last term that we'll discuss is Dalit. Okay, actually Dalit term has been made by the lower caste people for themselves. They have made this term for themselves. It means broken. Okay, broken means that they were not allowed to be the part of society, they were broken away from society. Okay, social prejudices and discrimination was done with them, they were not allowed to get educated, they were not considered as part of society, so that prejudices were done with them. Okay, and government has given a term for them, scheduled caste or SC. Okay, so here we finish the chapter.